Hi everybody, and welcome to A Chat with Matt. It's been a while, we've missed you, but you know, we had 4th of July coming up and we decided to give you guys a little break. So now we're back with a topic that's going to really excite you, I think. A lot of people, you know, lose contact with their friends and relatives and family, and well, if you're in a small business, you might have lost contact with some people that were part of your list, right?
Yeah, and you know, we took a little break, and so a lot of times as business owners, we take a break from communicating with our prospects and customers that we kind of worked really hard to get into our funnel.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just sit on a list and we don't communicate with them, but they're actually really valuable pieces of our business. They can come back and buy, they can refer other people. There's a lot of things they can do that will benefit our business, so we'd like to reconnect with them.
All right.
There's a few ways to go about that. One thing you could do is just send an email to them, but we don't recommend doing that, actually. So if you haven't discussed anything with them via email for the last, let's say, 2 months, we probably shouldn't send them an email. That list is a little bit old, and if we send them an email, that could be marked as spam. People could say, who is this person? I have no idea who this is, and it's not the best practice to do that via email. So what we recommend doing, if you have their address, why don't you send them a direct mail piece? So it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, just a little postcard. Hey, we've missed you, hope everything is well. We'd love for you to come back and take a look at X. Now, what is X? Online, maybe we have a landing page that has a video or some new ebook or some sort of valuable piece of information that can re-engage with these people, get them excited again about your company, and then we can start that email process of communicating with them because they've re-opted into our list.
So you're going old school. You're sending an actual physical piece in the mail and you're hoping that they go to that link. Isn't that a little scary for some?
Yeah, it's a little scary. It adds a little bit of expense. We're used to email, which is free, right? You have a provider and a couple other things. So for 20 to 30 cents, you can send out these postcards that will re-engage your list. Now, it's a little scary, but let's say you send it out to 100 people. You get 10 of them to re-engage with you and refer people or buy a product. That's probably a good return on your investment.
Yeah.
And people do respond well to those direct mail pieces if they're done well because they know you're thinking about them. So it's all in the messaging, making sure that your message is very warming and nurturing, allow them to come back in, and that you really miss them.
Yeah.
And then they're going to come back and hopefully be a great asset to you as you move forward.
And it's a good point. We've gotten so used to internet and text and all this virtual stuff that it might be kind of nice to get something in the mail. I mean, now in retrospect, I would probably appreciate it even more and be like, yeah, I am going to go to that link because I miss you too, and so that's good for your business.
Mix it up a little bit. Go a little old school.
Yeah. So besides that, are there any other pieces of advice that you have for our viewers?
Well, first of all, don't let people get to the point where you haven't communicated with them for a few months.
Right.
You want to constantly nurture that list, if I can speak. You want to constantly nourish that list that you have. So keep giving them information, giving them valuable tips and tricks. That way you don't have to reconnect with them. But if you do have to reconnect, there's a few strategies you can do to get that going. But the best practice is to not let them get old in the first place.
Yeah, so keep in touch with your list, re-engage, and if you have the opportunity to send some pieces out in the mail, that'll be great. And you can actually use it as a test, if anything.
Yeah.
See how many people actually do come back to you, and if in a few weeks you haven't heard from them, maybe you send a follow-up in a way. But yeah, the important thing is not to saturate the email because you don't want to be marked as spam. That's terrible. We don't want that. And so care about your customers that way. Awesome. All right. Well, we're excited to be back, and you can watch us here in about a week and a half or so. If you have any questions, you can always go to bigideasblog.infusionsoft.com, and you can tweet at us at bigideasblog and
at MattNAZ.
Yeah, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye, guys.
All right.